Today we're going to be doing the holes in the four corners for the Pontiac 350. This is a 69 Firebird. We're going to be making the holes in each of the four corners of the heads in order to make sure that the new headers stay sealed. There's a lot of websites that say you have to make these holes for headers, and you do, in order for them to properly seal. Those are the old ones that failed and bent. These are the new ones. These have the proper ports for this head. Oval, and then these old headers had circle ports and very poor welds. So even if the four corners were drilled and tapped, they would not seal. But they're cracked anyway, so we got new ones. We're gonna be drilling this today and tapping it. And all right, got the header mounted. This is on the passenger side of the engine. I got the engine on my stand rotated. So got the holes lined up so we could know exactly where to drill. I got a few of the bolts in and we could drill and tap. We're just gonna start it so we can get the right angle. I had to take off the oil filter adapter because it was in the way. So we'll start the holes and then remove the header and keep going and tap it. And I do think we are gonna have to pull the head bolts because they're gonna be in the way of the bolt hole. And yes, you can drill it and just get to the head bolt, but when it comes time to tap it, the tap is not gonna go deep enough because of the way it's coned. It's not gonna go deep enough to get proper thread for the bolts. So once we drill and tap, then we'll re-torque the head bolt and it should be all perfect. I'm gonna tap a hole here just to center punch it. And that should be enough for when we start. Same thing on this side. Tap it. I already had it, but we're just gonna show it on video. Pretty soft. Didn't have to hit too hard or anything. Yeah. We have the hole marked here and the hole marked here. Yeah. We're gonna remove these head bolts so we can drill through and not worry about damaging the head bolts. And like I said previously, we have to do it anyway. Saw some dust come out of here, so I guess it goes through there as well. So it's a through bolt, you know, there's gonna be holes anyway. It's not gonna cause any damage. There we go. We just got some information. This is a 3/8 by 16th tap, by 16 tap. That's the bolt size for the exhaust manifold, or the headers in this case. I already redid all these. They were pretty dirty, but not too bad. So we're gonna start with a small drill bit, of course, and the last drill bit size is gonna be 5/16 before we actually tap it. So you wanna use a 5/16 at the end, and then you're gonna tap that. So here we go. I'm gonna go ahead and start drilling. Make sure we're square, obviously, you know, we gotta get as close as we can. I'm not a machine. That's slow. We'll go get some oil. Just get it all nice and lubed while we drill. I got the exhaust port plugged off and the oil passage plugged off. We don't want metal getting in there. Okay, I'm gonna look around, see if I can get it as square as I can. I'm just keeping light pressure on the drill. I might up the speed soon. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and up the speed and just not go full trigger. But Don't know if I mentioned it. This cannot be done in the car. I tried. I got an angle drill bit or an angle drill. I got short drill bits, lifted up the engine, tilted it. There's no way to do this. It's impossible. Even if you were to make the holes, who knows if they're straight. And then when the time comes to tap it, that's gonna be another mission. So I would suggest spend a couple hours, pull the engine, do it properly, do other maintenance while you have it out. I got to do an oil pan gasket. That would have been near impossible to do in the car. I got to do timing cover and other stuff. These drill bits are really good, actually. I like them. Eating up this metal pretty nicely. Doesn't need much pressure at all, or much speed, so that's good. Some oil in there. Here we go. It's easy pressure. You don't want to snap it. Don't push too hard on the handles. You'll bend the drill bit and snap it. Nice and easy. Going in good. Some more oil in there. That's it. Made it in. Okay. We're on the last size now, 5/16, before we go and tap this hole for the manifold bolts. It's like any hole. Go step by step. Couple sizes, you know, little by little. Take your time. Definitely take your time, especially on something like this. This is a head. I don't want it to pull ahead and have to have it replaced or machined or anything like that. So let's get it started. Nice and easy. Put some oil. No need to rush this. Take your time. That's it. Definitely don't try and wobble out that hole. This is not what we're going for. We want a nice straight hole so we can put our 3/8/16 tap and have a hole just like the other factory holes, and we'll be golden. Once we tap it, I'll probably get a pretty bigger size drill bit and try and mimic this, I don't know what you call that, the shape, so you can start the bolts easier. All right, let's see. I'll put some oil on this as well. Oil in there. And like I said, this is just 10W40, nothing special. And it is working just fine. Same thing, gonna wanna go as straight as we can. Hopefully this won't get in my way. I think it might. Yep, okay. So we'll just have to reset. No big deal. That's just what we'll do. I got this loose enough that we could just easily take it off, reset it, since this is gonna be in our way. That's probably the only one like that. Shouldn't be an issue on the other head or back corner either. So I'm gonna keep it straight and just start turning. Let it eat. All right, so I got this nice and straight. All I'm doing is taking a socket and putting it flat on the head, and I could see a gap here, and I could tell, okay, I'm straight up and down. I could rotate this around. I had a little trouble getting it nice and straight, but this helped a lot. Just simple socket, flat on the head, and that's a good 90 degree, and I was able to see. So right now we're perfect. Started it a bit. It was a bit of a pain in the ass just because of this right here. So now I'm able to go, and I can loosen a little bit, remove that, bring this back. Yes, there's better tools for this. If you have it, fantastic. If not, cheap set from Harbor Freight will do just fine. hole is already drilled and tapped. It looks beautiful. I went ahead and got a bigger size drill bit and just went around here, so it'll help us center and start once we get it in the vehicle and have to put the headers on. But excellent. 3/8/16 tap, 5/16 drill bit is going to be the size before you tap it. And just keep in mind, you're going to have to remove the head bolts on all 4 corners. And you're going to have to blow out the metal shavings in here. This is also a through bolt, so you can blow it out through here, here, and there, and then just retorque the head. All right, so I got this one done. Perfect. Went ahead and got the bigger drill bit, drilled it out a little bit, just so when we have the headers on, it's easier to start that bolt. Same thing from factory. Got the head bolt torqued, 95 foot-pounds. Of course, we blew out the line. I mean, not the line. We blew out the bolt hole, lubed the head bolt with engine oil, and torqued it to 95 foot-pounds. So now we are on the passenger side still, but front of the engine. Already got it drilled out, and without the oil filter housing adapter area in the way, this is much easier. So I'll have him hold this for me. We'll keep going until we go through. I used the same trick with the socket to make sure, had this off, made sure I was nice and square. And I'll tell you what, that came out perfect. So we're just gonna keep going. Nice and easy. Come back, give it some oil. No need to rush. If anything goes bad here, it's just gonna cost more time. So we will take our time, do it right the first time. So tight, we'll come back, push. If you're not doing this every day, I actually do recommend that Harbor Freight set. Maybe find yourself a better holder here, but plenty of grab and good teeth on that tap. May have gone through already. This is gonna be pretty messy, but what do you do? There it is. So now I'm gonna grab the drill with a bigger bit. And we're just gonna hit it right here. And you want to go quite a bit bigger, not just 1 or 2 sizes, but this is like 4 sizes up. So this is a 19/32, I believe, if I'm reading that right over there. We're just gonna hit it. There it is. That's it. We'll blow it out again.
Got some pictures here of the engine after I did the timing cover and water pump. Got it all painted up and put some new plug wires, cap, rotor, ignition coil, painted up some stuff in black, painted up the engine in Pontiac blue. Came out beautiful, real nice. Did a bunch of gaskets and seals. Just very nice looking engine. So I figured it's definitely worth pulling the engine versus just pulling the heads. When you're gonna take on this project, pull the engine out, replace some seals, replace all the gaskets, put new parts. It's easy while it's out.